Hey YouTube, it's your favourite megachurch cult survivor, Leah Lauder. I'm live now, and not only am I live on YouTube with you lovely folks, I'm also live on Instagram and I'm live on TikTok. Today I want to talk about why they're so cold in the church cult. As you know, I spent 18 years in a church cult. They don't have any empathy. There's been a lot of things that have been going on, especially with the women that got raped and essayed and the pred behaviour from steps. You see them, God forgives, who are we to judge? Just talking rubbish. Do you know what I'm saying? Just talking human fecal matter. I like up the live guys on TikTok. Just talking human fecal matter. There's no common sense. There's no emotion. They don't feel no emotion. So let's unpack it. Why, when you are in these church cults, why don't you have any emotion? Why are you cold? Why can't you show your emotion? Why did they turn you into an emotionalist person? I want to firstly say it's because it's because it's a cult, but we have to break it down so people can understand the reasoning and the rationale behind it. So firstly, the malignant narcissist, he wraps people in this bubble of psychosis, and they start to take on the pseudo personality of the cult leader because it's all about social conformity. So people feel like they want to fit in. It's part of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. That's why, like with media, you know, when they're promoting, they're trying to sell things that, you know, it's all about what's in fashion trends. That's why I don't follow no fashion. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I follow myself, chair. But in these church cults, everything's about following people. Thanks, babe. Everything's about following people. Everything's about, you know, doing what the pastor says. There's no individuality. So they take on his mind because they're listening to the preaching all the time. That they're just being indoctrinated 24 hours a day. All right. So there's several psychological and social mechanisms that work together to dull empathy and emotional expression. Hey, babe. Emotional suppression is taught through holiness. It's taught as holiness. So showing doubt, sadness, or anger might be labeled as lack of faith, rebellion, or worldliness. And that's why you'll notice with a lot of these people, like when we're in these settings, we don't really go like for checkups. We don't go to the hospital. Oh, where did I put my lip gloss? Oh, YouTube, sorry. You know it's ghetto too. They don't go for well, I need to be careful that my thing don't drop out, man. Oh, they don't go for checkups. They don't go for, do you know what I mean? It's like their faith. Thank you, my love. Thanks for the follow. It's like their faith. Their faith will make them whole. Guys, if you're on TikTok, it's really crucial that you like it up because I've already got a consuming substances warning. So they're active, but I don't care because you lot are getting exposed. You know that ones you're getting exposed, yeah. Until the day I unalive, I've got more podcasts coming up. You've seen how viral. Did you see the podcast I went on the other day? It's got over 130,000 views. So whilst Dag's been putting on these big conferences, I've reached, since Dag's been putting those conferences, I've been reached hundreds of thousands of people. Could have even been a million. when you include all the times I'm going live, I put all the same content out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all at the same damn time. It's a huge reach. I'm on TikTok every single day. People come in and out of TikTok. I'm reaching thousands of people a day in the car. Like, don't ever get it twisted. So it will be seen as a lack of faith, rebellion, or worldliness. Over time, members learn to hide or disconnect from feelings, even from themselves. So there's a disconnect from selves. Consuming substances as when Leah hasn't done anything wrong. Let me change the backing because I can't see the comments. Nothing. There's no substances on here, but that's not a warning, so I don't care. Do you know what I'm saying? Me not care. Do you get it? Like me not care. I don't care. I've got 8 accounts. I was even thinking about doing up another account. That's what I was thinking about doing up today. Great. Was in a cult. Least you're good now. Yeah, like your mother. I'm good like your mother, my love. So over time, have I got mods on here? Can we interview you? It all depends. If you message me, and I see what it's about, you know, if I catch a vibe with you on the phone, if I don't, I'm not going nowhere because I'm not a beg. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I'm not a beg outside in these streets. Yeah. Oh no, this is one of my accounts, babe. I've got over 20,000 followers on I've got 8 accounts, babe. You don't know about me in these streets. Are you all right? I've got over 20,000 followers across all of my accounts, well over. I've got 8 accounts and they report me up. I got my first account restricted and my reach is a lot bigger than that. It's because my followers are across 8 platforms. It's like I have 8 mega churches. So have I got my mods on, guys? because I've got some real dusty man them in there that can't get it up. Fecal erector syndrome. All right, let's get into it, guys, because I can't get distracted. Yeah, girl, be a mod for me, man, because I just, I'm just like no one's here for it, yeah. All right, thanks, babe. I've added you as a mod. That's what I'm saying. The support I got, babe. Any time of the day I'm on here, I get a mod. Any time of the blood clot week I'm on here, there's always someone willing to mod for me because I'm loved outside in these streets. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is, whether you like it or not. It's that. Whether you like it or not, there's nothing you could do about it. We're going to keep speaking our truth. I'm going to be on here every single day, whether I've got one person, 2 people, 0 people. I'm going to be on here talking, mate. All right. So over time, members learn to hide or disconnect from feelings, even from themselves. So they become a shell of themselves. They become, their reality becomes distorted because they go into a spiritual psychosis. Could you imagine losing a family member doing it? And then you've got to be at church on Sunday and you've got to be putting on a smile. Everything's so fake there. Oh my God, I'm so glad that you're here. And it's like the most devastating thing would have happened to this person. And it's like, oh, are you all right, babe? But there's a disconnect from the feelings and emotions. They're not allowed to feel. Because when they show the emotions, they're like robots. Like, I spoke to a first lover today. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're not people. Someone wrote in the comment, they're not people. Like, these people in these cults, they're severely indoctrinated. And this is why I want to get onto when you've left the cult and you've got family members in there, and how do you navigate? How do you work around that? Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's really hard. It's really, really hard for people that have family members still in there, man. Do you get what I'm saying? Imagine leaving and all of your parents are in there, your family, everything. My brethren's turned to robots. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. Hey, it gets like that because it's an epidemic, and it's a lot of young black men that they're radicalizing, chair. Compassion, and you can see that the guys in these settings that are preaching or whatever, they're so radical, chair. Do you know what I mean? These brothers don't stand a chance. They have so much trauma, and it's wrapped and hidden in hyper-religiosity. And they're so proud. Compassion can feel dangerous if it leads to questioning harmful rules or empathizing with outsiders. I'm going to take that again. Compassion can feel dangerous if it leads to questioning harmful rules or empathizing with outsiders. So they need you to be as cold as ice, especially when they give you orders. Because you're under orders in there. They give you instructions and you have to follow the instructions. You can't ask. That's why you'll get people, their family members will be ill. There's no empathy. There's no compassion. They don't even care. They're just there as a duty. And that's what it becomes. Don't ever get it twisted. If you've got family members in these cults and you leave, your relationship becomes a duty because you're the enemy. That's on period point blank. It doesn't matter whether you're blood related. It could be your daughter. It could be your husband. It could be your child. They see you as the enemy. God will build his house and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. So you will not prevail against what God is trying to build or trying to do up. Empathy is selectively allowed. Members are often encouraged to show care only toward people inside the group, and even then, only if those people are behaving right. So an example is when DAG HEWARD MILLS' son unalived himself, allegedly. I had survivors that had never met. His name's David HEWARD MILLS. They hadn't met David HEWARD MILLS, not a day in their life. But they were putting on services for him here in the UK. David HEWARD MILLS was not a pastor. He wasn't interested in the cult. He flew all the way to America to escape his father. This guy, DAG HEWARD MILLS. He couldn't stand his father. He wasn't messing with him. Not in the ministry, not in real life, not anywhere. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's a mess, chair. But here he is getting up in front of thousands of people and dictating and telling people how to raise their kids, but he can't even control his own kids in the yard. To the point they covered up his son unaliving himself. It was a cover-up, allegedly. To this day, we don't know how that boy unalived. They said he unalived of a short illness. To this day, we don't know how David left us. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they're very corrupt. Oh, BTW, there's another girl that unalived about 2 weeks ago. Because they've been having Give Thyself Holy and First Love Conference. She had sickle cell. So I'm yet to find out the details. But what I do know is that her body is still there. She's still in Ghana, chair. And the church cult are trying to raise money to bring the girl's body from Ghana back to the UK. I'm going to do some content on it. But I've had a lot of yeah. Is this who I think it is? Who's changed her? Did you change your name? Is this who I think it is? Is this my one? Is this you, Queen, who was there, who was in the Bible school for 6 months? Let me know, because you were telling me, look at what's happened now. Look, Do you understand what I'm telling you? So now, and this girl was young. I've got to do some content on it, chair. Oh my God, it's just too much. There's too much going on, man, all at once. Do you think DAG, this guy is a multi-millionaire? He could pay to get the girl's body brought back to England. Instead, I think they've raised about, I think it's 12 grand that they need to bring this girl from Ghana back to England, you know. The girl's been there for 2 weeks. Do you know how much money they would have raised over the time that they were there, and they can't even pay for the girl? So this is the type of wickedness that we're seeing. The girl would have taken her last to go and fast herself to be going to this conference. If she never went, she would have still been with us today. Yeah. I'm doing that content tomorrow because a lot of my survivors are unwell at the moment. A lot of my survivors are dealing with diagnoses because of the cult, and I want to do an exclusive. You know, I just did an interview with that queen. I want to do an exclusive around health, how it affects your health, all of the different health conditions that survivors have. I want to break down my health. Do I have an email, please? Yeah, what's that for? Because I don't have the email here. You can message me on Instagram, Leonorda77, and then I'll give you the email, because they've been trying to hack my email, innit? So I don't give out like details that they don't know. I don't give it over online, because they can take the details, but it's all right anyway. You know, the Nigerian uncles love me. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I've only been with Nigerian mandem in my life, so I just get my F-boys to just, like, they tried to hack me the other day. They tried to hack me. I just called my homeboy, Chair. I blocked him. I haven't spoken to him in about 6 months, but I'm beautiful. So, you know, he was quick to answer that phone, Chair, and come to my rescue. Yeah. So if you message me on there, then I'll give you the email, Chair. All right. Caring for or understanding outsiders or dissenters is framed as fraternizing with evil. This narrows emotional bandwidth. So basically, even though I was on the phone to you know, like a first lover, and crying my eyes out because of the situation, absolutely no emotion, like unalived to the soul. Like when you are in there, you're not. It's almost like you're disconnected from your body, because it's not you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, they do a lot to indoctrinate you and for you to have the mind of the cult leader. So the way you think, the way you act, your processes, your thought pattern, everything is of the cult leader. Love is redefined as obedience. Do you know what? I think this is probably one of the main reasons why they don't love, because remember I said to you in there, it's like a spiritual exchange, so they change the meanings of things. So love becomes like through obedience, how loyal you are to the cult. Guys, they've got these people in such a I've forgotten the slang for it. I'm so tired. They've got these people anyway on lock and key, so much so that even when the cult leader or no one from the cult is around, they still feel like they have to defend the cult. Can you imagine, like, a survivor's ill and I'm here like speaking to the family member, and she's there giving me some big script about first love, because I'm on here talking, I don't need to know what's going on with my brethren. Do you understand what I'm saying? That this girl's giving me a whole script, you know, about listen, all I'm gonna say is, I'm not gonna say too much, because I'm trying not to bug out and make things worse. But one thing I will tell you, first lovers, I'm coming at you. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready for me, B. Get ready for me. That's all I'm going to say. Get ready. Because if you lot think I've started yet, you got a blood clot. Listen, you're not okay. You're not okay. If you think I've started with my cult, you're not okay. Because as I said to you lot, I'm healing. I ain't done a damn thing yet. Don't ever get it twisted. I haven't even started. You lot are going absolutely, you lot are all like schizophrenic, getting in some spiritual cycle. I ain't even started. I'm just sitting here watching it all unfold. Like, you lot are bugging out. We ain't even, we're not even on the runway. We're not even on the runway. We're still clearing our ish, and we're still getting our luggage chair. We've not even started going to board the flight. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, don't ever if you not think you've seen something, baby, listen, chair. Let me just rein it in. So love is redefined as obedience. In many cult settings, love doesn't mean warmth, affection, or acceptance. It means following rules, correcting others, and submitting to leadership. Heavy on the correcting others. Heavy on being the corrector of the correction. Because all you get in a church cult is correction. There's no love. So what happens if you've got a family member in there, a dad, a father, whatever? You thought that was love when you were in the cult. Now when you come out and you're deconstructing and you're deprogramming, you're actually learning about what love is really and truly about. So now you've got to process the fact that your parents or your sibling or your family members or whatever, their love is conditional. It's based off whether you're going to the cult. It's based off your belief. It's based off whether you're with them or against them. So your family member that you've grown up with, you grew with, you got the same, you share the same blood, the same mother and father, you know. They're splitting and tearing relationships like this apart. Do you understand how deep this is? Caring, when love is transactional and conditional, genuine emotional intimacy withers. So that's why I said, you don't need to understand there's no real love. There's no real love lost. Because they can't love when they're in there. Don't you understand? They're putting on the pseudo personality of a narcissist. They lack empathy. This is the realness. For people that are watching, that come across this video later and you've got family members or whatever, you've got to live your life. You've got to do things for yourself. You can't be living off the back of someone else, because they might not change. They might not come out, and that is the truth. And they are not the same person that they were when you were little, when you grew up, they are a completely different person now. And the love is transactional. There's no genuine emotion. So if they show up for you, if they're there like in a certain way, it's gonna be an emergency. It's gonna be as a duty. It's a duty, like weddings, this, that, but there's no real communication. There's no real relationship, because they're not effing with you like that, because you're not in the cult. You're seen as an enemy. Fear-based control replaces emotional safety. So constant fear of sin, punishment, or shunning can push people into survival mode. And then the brain prioritizes self-protection over emotional connection, making people seem cold or detached. So that's why I said, ladies, like for me personally, when they're like, oh, this is that, babe, I don't have no beef with you 304s in there. You lot have all married these man them that are going to keep you in survival mode, because they ain't got money like that. All of them are getting married young, so you're in survival mode. That's why you're on the phone, like that's why you're on the phone having chat. That's what, do you get what I'm saying? That's why you're cold. That's why you can't show empathy, because you're stressed out. You don't know how you're going to pay the bills at the end of the month. And the last thing you need is this situation. The last thing you need is me being on the other line. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have time for it, yeah. Like they're saying I'm an enemy and I'm destroying it. No, listen, cult self-destruct. Cult self-destruct. That's why I put out the information and then I sit back and watch it. Don't you not see? I'll put out content back to back. It will be like I'm like this storm that comes in. I put my content out, Haynes in the cut, and then I disappear. And sometimes, guys, have you noticed at the peak where if I'd come on live, I would have got so many people coming on. It's all of the, even with the whole steps thing, you saw I weren't coming on live because I'm not on here for the fame and clout. I very much, this is like energetic work that I'm doing. I'm here for the survivors. I'm not here to be sharing my energy with other people for entertainment purposes. Hey, Haynes, I'm not here to share myself, my energy and whatever for entertainment purposes. Why am I going to put myself? I'm already putting out content where victims are coming out talking about prolific essay and great, like, and he's a serial pred. And then I'm going to come on the live. I know the majority of the people are just going to be here for entertainment purposes, to come and just be nosy, for gossip, for this. That's not what it's about. And I've also got to protect my energy. So that's why today, when I was lambasted and caught off guard with being on the phone call with a First Love cult member, I don't do them things there because I protect my energy. That's why I don't have them on the live. That's why I don't have. It's an energetic thing, because the witchcraft and the evil that's going in there. It's with narcissists, you just got to go no contact. And I know it's hard for family members, but I'm going to be telling you now, guys, to be strict for your mental health and go no contact, because it's going to eat you alive. If you watch this video later, or you're watching me, if you feel like you need to go no contact with your family member that's in a church cult for your mental health, please do it. That's what I'm telling people. Please do it, because whilst they're in that, once they're under that influence, once they're under that power and that control, they're not your brother. They're not your sister. They're not your mother. They're not your father. They're not your cousin. They're not that. That's why the gal them, if you're dating a guy and you lot have been together for years and he's just started to go to Carriers, First Love, this, that, and the third, and you're still there in that relationship, I'm going to let you know in advance. Get on the waiting list for therapy now, innit? If you've got a man, a fiance, whatever it is, you're effing with someone, whatever, Go and put your name on the waiting list with therapy. Go and tell them that you're healing from it, because therapy can take you 6 months to a year. So by the time he's embedded in that cult, you will need the therapy. That's a bit of advice for anyone who's dating anybody who's got a fiance and they've started doing up the church cult. Because if you don't start going, they're gonna marry him off or marry her off to someone else inside the cult. That's just the way that things work. All right, they will never let anyone marry someone from the outside. That's on period, point blank. So go and book yourself into therapy. All right, so because the fear-based control replaces emotional safety, we've got constant fear of sin, punishment, shunning. So they're in this survival mode, and so their organs and stuff will overwork. Like, because I was in fight or flight mode and in survival mode, my adrenal unalived. So can you imagine the one that produces cortisol to help you with stress, trauma? Because my adrenals were overworking, it couldn't cope with the trauma and the abuse from the setting because it's so high pressure that my adrenal unalived. They actually found a non-cancerous tumor on that same adrenal. Are you all right? I had to go for tests, and I had to wait and see if the tumor was benign or cancerous. This is what they've put me through. I've been through MMI, MMR, all of the scans. When they put you through that whole scan, I've been through all different types of scans. My medical issues are very serious. I'm disabled. That's why I'm always in my bed. What do these guys promise people, though? I don't get it. People keep trying to force me to go, oh, do you know what? I got, at one point, I was getting people saying to me, Leah, do they get paid? Again, let's talk about the spiritual currency exchange. And I've coined this this term in my book, which is coming out in January. And they change the meanings of things, okay? So the currency in there, it's money when we have to give to the pastor. But when it comes to the currency of God, it's souls. So that's how, but the currency of God is also money, but they wrap it up in invisible blessings. Like, you give £200, you get your baby, you give £200, the God Lord will open a window of blessing. So my point is, the currency in these church cults is souls, it's bums on seats. So that's why they're out recruiting you hard. They won't leave you alone. They'll run you down, because bums on seats equals coins. That's what I clocked in the pandemic. And that's when I left, that I realized it was all about money, because I was there for 18 years and I was a high ranking member behind the scenes. The ones that aren't behind the scenes, they're all young. They're all young and naive in DUMB. They don't even know what basic science is and basic maths. If you ask these kids that are going to these church cults right now, what's 8 times 6, they can't tell you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, there's like simple questions about simple things because they're still in school chair. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that you got to understand, when you're in these environments, someone said it yesterday, they're more like social clubs. They're more like youth groups. Like, these kids can't go raving. You know, when you're in that weird age from like 14 to 17, but you feel like you're grown, like you should be going out to raves, but you can't do nothing. So when they're coming to these churches that are like clubs, do you understand what I'm saying? And they're getting to see the man them. It's like going to a rave or a motive or a day party or a day motive or a whatever. Yeah. But you have to remember, the gal them and the man, they're going there to get married. Where else are you going to meet someone? Are you all right? And then there's that thing in the cultural like expectation, but where else are you going to meet your husband? You're going to meet him in the church. So both the gal them and the man them know that when they finish being 304s outside and they're all washed up, then they come to these settings. That's why there's so many divorces. That's why there's so many preds. That's why there's so many women getting essays and grapes in there. That's why there's so much adultery, because the people are not healed. It's trauma. And they come in when they've been washed out, like washed up by the world. Do you understand what I'm saying? And they come and say, oh, forgive me. And then when they get together, now they're married and whatever, the girl can't conceive because of whatever reasons, we don't know. And then the man just starts to, what out on her. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because people haven't dealt with their trauma and they also haven't married for the right reasons. Anyway, back to your point. So the currency there is souls. That's why everything's about saving souls, the Great Commission, John 3:16. They wrap it in hyper-religiosity and they change the meanings of things. So the Great Commission is not a sin. To go out and speak about Jesus is not a sin. I think that everybody is within their free right to go out and preach. It's when they start telling people, it's when they start intentionally going to Brighton, the hotspot, the strip of where the whole LGBTQ plus community are, and they're hurling at ABUSC and telling them they're going to HEWR. That's when I think it's wrong. When they go outside of what clinics where women have to make that decision. Do you think it's easy for a woman to come to that decision and say, I can't have this child? And then you want to be outside there berating people and making people feel even worse. That's when I got a problem. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem with them being on the street talking to. It's when they start getting ABUSC. And we've got enough things to worry about. We're figuring out how we're going to make it to the end of the month, how we're going to put food in our kids' mouth, how we're going to survive mentally. Do you know how many people are going off at the moment? The last thing we need is a person with a megaphone telling us we're all going to hell. And that's on period point. Like, I was a shepherd and got demoted for not marrying one of the brothers. Woo! For peppers. Oh my God. If you want to tell me your story, babe, get in touch, because that is very common. And this is what I'm saying. Like, They think I've started, like, I'm yet to have, like, do up my podcast where I've got survivors coming on talking about their stories, this, that, and the third. So there's loads of survivors that are telling me, Leah, put me on, man. I want to come on and do this. I want to talk. I want to, are you all right? So everything in there is about soul. So they're not getting paid by physical blessings, because when it comes to us receiving things, it's always invisible. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord widen your barns. May you take over territory. May the Lord increase you. May you never lack. May you be a lender and not a borrower. It's all words. It's all human fecal matter, all right? But when it comes to us doing something for them, it's all like physical, tangible things you can touch and feel. So when we're out there running people down and harassing them like a bunny boiler, that's because bums on seats equals coins. But to us, we think our reward is coming and it is in heaven. So the way they sell it to us is like, oh, every time you win a soul, it's another brick. It's another brick getting added to your mansion. It's like God's gonna reward you. So it's even like money. They in your psyche, they make it out like money is not important, but then it's like so contradictory, because then they'll say to you, money answereth all things, and it's like the money can help the ministry. It's so confusing. It's so confusing when you're in these environments. It's like you're walking backwards and you're confused. You know, in them cartoons when they hit their head and the things just like all go, that's exactly what it feels like in these cults. It is so confusing. It's so contradictory. They'll tell you something one day, in it, babe, then you come back the next day and they're telling you something else. It's so much confusion, and it doesn't matter how hard they try to preach, whatever they try and do, these spectacular things they're putting on. It's an awakening, unfortunately. So you lot can, and that's what I'm saying. Like, again, the currency in the world is changing because we're having a spiritual awakening. Look at the models that Zara and all that, they're trying to put on these really slim models. Everyone's coming saying, no, we're not buying the clothes, because we don't promote that. We promote healthy bodies, we promote healthy living. The times are changing. It's not about like the social systems. Example, Tyler's been a big hot topic at the moment, yeah, because they're saying their PR's putting her in all those places, and if it was 2005 she would have bust. But it's about people resonating with the artist, wanting to go on that journey, the authenticity. We're in the age of Aquarius. Everything's about authenticity. That's why they're not making it. Their head is not even above water. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because this era is all about authenticity. It's all about the reign of the narcissist, the patriarchy, the misogyny being unalive. That's the era. So that includes these brothers falling as well. Yeah, man said bricks in heaven. Are you all right? Dad goes on an absolute rampage when it comes to it, because they can make it up. That's why these guys, it just goes from 0 to 100. They'll be telling you about the come in. It will be just, I'm on live on all 3 different vehicles. Is it important, my lovely? Is it? Can it wait, sweetie pie? All right, come back then. Thanks for the follow. I wish the government could put something in place where people have to be qualified to be pastors, as in CRB, check, trained in safeguarding, etc. They are literally abusers. Yeah, it needs the same systems as like education, working with young people. Thank you, Christophe, for the follow. All of that, but where we need to hit them is the money, babe. So before we get that done up, we need to make it so that they don't earn so much money with the taxes and all of that, because that's what will get them out. Because it's all their uncles. They're just a bag of uncles. It's all about the dough. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's all about the money share. Because if the money's still lucrative, they'll go and get the DBS check. They'll go and do the training. It's like, look how many uncles and aunties do social work. Do you understand what I'm saying? They'll do what they need to do the paperwork. So it's about the money. If it's not as lucrative, then we won't get all of these uncles and aunties wanting to do up Pentecost, coming to England to start a church. The Lord has spoken to me. The Lord has told me England. Another thing I wanted to get into was the race discourse, but I'm not going to do it on this account, because there's this, I wanted to talk about like colorism in the cult. And it's just, you see, within like these type of churches, yeah, and the stuff that's good, there's so much, Charlie. Oh my God. The way that we HATE ourselves is just, it's just another level. It's like I've never seen anything like it, yeah. Like, why can't you just love your skin? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why can't you just love your skin? Like, why can't you just love the skin you're in, chair? Do you know what I mean? Like, bare beggary. One pastor told me he had lunch with Adam, as in Adam and Eve. Oh, Jehovah Jireh. I think you have seen things. You have seen things. And this is the reason why I'm like, You wanna come on like one gal, let me not even get into her because guys, I don't want my life to go today. Yeah, but it's like, how can you come and have some chat for me, babe? I was sitting in these, like back in the day, our services were 6 to 8 hours, babe. Are you all right? That's why I can do the accent to a T. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm an African woman. Are you all right? Yeah, I was married to an Edo State Benin man for almost 10 years. Are you okay? And then I was in a Ghanaian Christian fundamentalist cult for 18 years. Oh God, don't try me, man. I'm not the one. Do they just rate him because he's light skinned? Yeah, it's that as well. Hey, Queen J, it's that as well. Because it's very colorist over there and whatever. It's just a big pot of toxicity. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Like, we don't know where it begins and we do not know where it ends. That's what it is. We don't know where it begins and we don't know where it is. But I'll tell you something. They teach you to HATE yourself in there, especially. Hey, Queen, especially this. Do you understand? They mess you up in there. I don't think you understand, man. You come out with identity issues. You can't maintain relationships. You can't, like, you're just never the same again, innit? And guys, I'm not trying to, like, you know, put a downer on things. It's the truth. I can't lie to y'all. If you want lies, you're gonna have to go to one of these settings, unfortunately. He told me I'm gonna be a millionaire if I go to Tesco and buy an orange and bite into it. I'm scared. I cursed myself because when I heard that million, I went and bought the orange. No, girl, get rid of it psychologically. Do you get what I'm saying? It's oh, thanks, Jay. She just sent me it's like a rising star. It's all psychological, my love. So if you feel better, Jehovah Jireh, go back and get the orange, but get it on Thursday, not Tuesday, not Wednesday, Thursday. Go and get the orange and bite into the orange. And when you bite into the orange, it will reverse whatever that he told you to do. So go and do it. And be blessed in Jesus' name. Do you see how silly it is? Like, but if you feel led to go and do it, girl. Because I'm joking, but I'm not joking. Because if there's something that is tied to it and you feel it, go and get the orange. Because I've been dead ass. So there might be something in it. So I have reversed it for you. So go and get the orange, eat it. Not on Tuesday, not on Wednesday, but on Thursday. You know, when these guys are doing their occult practices and whatever, you'll notice that they'll tell you specific days. Don't buy an apple. Don't buy a pear. Make sure that it is in orange and make sure that it is from Asda, not Tesco. There's so much mystical manipulation in it. Like, I seen this prophet bless him and he was like, don't drink too much of the water. Because if you drink too much and you are greedy for the blessing, it will not work. Drink the water up until Friday and then discard the water. It's like so. It's just human fecal matter, man. That's why I'm like, I don't think you understand the situation I'm in. Like, me and Nigerian men, like, we go together, innit? Like, these guys treat me like Beyonce. Like, when I'm with these Nigerian brothers, oh my God, the way they roll out the red carpet for me, chair. I've tried to let them go, but the way they worship me, I can't let that go. Do you know what I mean? Like, so the predicament I'm in is that I have to be celibate because I have to, like, if you lot saw this guy on the TV, a lot of people would not be attracted to this brother, but me, I'm sitting here like, woo. Do you know what I mean? The more fresh, the more that they look like they're literally like from the village, that I'm more. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, Charlie. Thanks for the follow, Daddy. I don't know what it is. But the more unclean, like I want to struggle to understand you speak. I want to have an interpreter. I want to be like, oh, baby, say that again, sweetie. Can you slow down? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I like. And so I have had to be celibate. I've had to make that decision to be celibate. Because if I'm not celibate, I'm actually putting myself, you know what I'm trying to say, guys. I don't know why I got into that. I've seen a person from First Love who is always donating money to the church to the point she barely has any money. Woo! I've seen a person. Oh, okay. You put the comment there again. Okay. Let me say this again because this person on Instagram wants people to know what I want. They're saying that they've seen a person from First Love who is always donating money to the church to the point where she barely has any money, and that is very common. Nigerian men worship light skin, especially mixed race tone. Yeah. And I was going to say, babe, I'm not going to lie. Do you know what I mean? With these, that could be a part of it as well. But, you know, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I've had to step back because it's for reasons like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like the tone deafness, the ignorance that my Nigerian brothers have to deconstruct. Do you understand what I'm saying? Before I come back into the car. Do you get it, babe? So that's why I've actually taken a step back because obviously when I was in it and whatever, I was none the wiser. I didn't know. It's only when I've come back that I've deconstructed and deprogrammed so hard, real bad, real hard, that I have to take myself off the dating market. because they're not woke. Like they trigger me. Like there's so much healing that they need to. But I am hopeful that I will find one at some point that is, you know, deconstructed. But if I don't, I don't. That's what it is. Love that for you, as they should. Yeah, man, because I can't, you know, it's too triggering. I can't deal with all of the toxicity, the cultural toxic. Like I've got to focus on my mental health. The young ones are deconstructed, are they? But do you know what it is, guys? I'm attracted to the freshness. I don't want a guy who's Nigerian born and he's here with a British accent acting like Tom. I don't want that. I'm not on that. It's the freshness that arouses me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like it's the freshness, like the accent, like the way that they treat me, like the you know, like I have to feel like I'm back home. Like that's the treatment I want. The rose petals, the carpet. Like when you wake up in the morning, I want a text message. Like I want you to feel blessed. I want you to. This guy that I was with, the last one, he was praying. He used to pray for God to me. Like he used to pray to God for me, chair. But again, he was going to one of these bait Nigerian, you know, I don't want to say which one, but he was going to one of these bait Nigerian church cults, chair. You'll get a governor's convoy. Like these men then were willing to fly me out, chair, you know, like on private jets or whatever to Nige. But I don't get flued out. I'm not really on that. I'd have to know someone for so long because I've heard so many horror stories about it. But anyway, my point is, I've definitely got to I've deprogrammed myself too much because it's like my African men need to heal. And I'm really sad about it as well because we just go together, like me and Nigerian men, we just go together. Like they just make me feel so good. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the way that they love on me, yeah. And they're just so free with the money. They're just so free with it. Do you know what I mean? Especially like when they get a nice girl, like, you know, when you go for the ones that are like, you know, they would usually get this chair. They're just willing to do whatever it takes to keep their gal in it. That's all. I like. And the last one, it was so hard to let him go because I'd never had a man fight for me like that. Ladies, you know when you break up with a man and it's like he didn't fight for me, like the whole reason why you left him out there is because he didn't fight. This ninja was fighting for me to the point where I'm having to like try and get rid of him because it's like I need to move on. Reverend David Peterson was defending you on his live. I was shocked because he is a mega pastor. David's my ninja from back in the day. Are you all right? Big up Reverend David Peterson. He's one of the very few mega church pastors that I put respect on his name. Listen, David's my ninja. I've known David since I was 15, 10 and 16 years of age. That's how long I've known David. That's why I said to you, like, I've been outside in these streets. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Like, people know my heart. Listen, let me tell you something about Reverend David Peterson, yeah? I've been alone with David. David's never made a move on me. I've never made a move on David. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's the church gal them that he's had to watch out for, not gal like me. Do you understand what I'm saying? David knows my heart is pure. David knows I'm not trying to destroy the church. David knows I'm not an enemy. He knows me. He knows it's not about that. David knows that my heart is to keep people safe. I don't care about religion. My heart has always been for this. Do you know what I mean? There's been times I've agreed with David in prayer and another girl, and we've been praying. We used to go to the same church. We used to go because remember I was church cult hopping. You know Reverend Archie. Do I know who's Reverend Archie, Chair? He came pleasant surprises Sunday. Kevin was glazing him so much. Come in. Reverend Archibald. You're talking about Reverend Archibald. Is that who you're talking about? What's wrong, sweetie? No, you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait for that, my love. And he was mentioning DAG so much. Oh, yeah. Reverend Archibald is an old school pastor. You're talking about Reverend Archibald. I think he was either from... Yeah, you're talking... That's an old school pastor. So that worship's going to be on a different level, Chair. So for me personally, you know, there needs to be a lot of deconstruction. So because I'm naturally attracted to Nigerian men and we go together, and the thing is, they come in very strong. It's very hard to refuse, especially a Yoruba man. It's very hard to refuse these ninjas, and they will buy you. These Yoruba men, if they like you, they'll buy you. How can I share this live to Facebook and IG, please? Oh, I don't know, my love. I think you can only share it on TikTok. Oh, actually, press the arrow button at the bottom, babe, and you can share it. Woo! So let's continue. But colorism, The discourse of race is rife in there. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's another reason why I can't go back. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm an activist now. And when I see wrong, I'm going to be calling it out, whether someone mid preaching, whether in a meeting, whether I can't be silenced. Yeah, Reverend Archibald came to Pleasant Surprises on Sunday and he said he was from Battersea. Yeah, he's in Battersea now. Yeah, Reverend Archie. But do you know what? I think you said that because I was supposed to do some content on Reverend William Sassu. He does their live prayers on Saturday morning. I'm going to do that content after because I need to expose that up, because what they used to do back in the day was absolutely, like, it was crazy. I'm not even going to lie to you. It was absolutely, yeah, because they worship DAG in there, babe. You know what, guys? If you know what I've been through today, yeah, you would be amazed that I'm sitting on this live here today and I'm talking to you. Not, I feel like I've been ripped, like my organ, everything's been ripped from the inside out. Like I feel like I've been purged. When I tell you that these people in these spaces are the most EVIL people that we've ever met, guys, please, if you're into spiritual practices, you pray, whatever it is that you do, please, can you lift up the collective, especially me? I'm going to be asking for prayers, whatever it is that you do, like in your craft, your spiritual practice, whatever. I'm open to everything, whatever it is that you're doing up, because it is heating up. I'm not going to lie to you, it is heating up, and even I know that because of what's going on at the moment. I can see what's happening spiritually. Do you understand? Because it's also like we're seeing the physical manifestation of what's happening, like whatever realm or dimension or whatever. All right, welcome, Insa. But I'm going to keep on pushing. I'm going to keep on fighting. I was crying today. I should have videoed it because I should have really let you lot see how, but I didn't want the survivor to feel bad. And I was just crying on the phone to my mum and my sister today. And I was saying, I've got to keep fighting. I've got to keep fighting. I've got to keep pushing. I've got to keep pushing through, because we ain't got no one, man. We ain't got no one. All we've got is this. Like we haven't got anything else but the collective. What else have we got? Did you know Bishop Richard has left the church? Nah, man, that's a lie. That's fake news. Listen, I don't know what you lot think that you're trying to come and achieve around her, but I was in the cult for, Miss CHM, that's a block them. That's a troll. Miss CHM, can you just block them right now? Bishop Richard is in a marital relationship with DAG. Bishop Richard and DAG are married. Are you all right about Bishop Richard? Bishop Richard ain't leaving that church. Are you having a laugh? That's his most loyal servant. He ain't going anywhere. He's not going nowhere. That type of... Nah, I don't just let people come on my live like that, darling. What do you want to say? Can you put in the comments? Because I don't know you from nowhere on Instagram. Are you a survivor? Like, what's up? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, them two are married. Are you all right? Like, she thinks she could come on and I'll be like, yeah. Like I'm some idiot. I was in that cult for 18 years. I'm a spiritual daughter of the house. You don't think that I know you're a troll? Richard's not going anywhere. DAG, the house he lives in is bought by DAG. The clothes on his back is bought by DAG. The reason he's in the UK is because of DAG. DAG is his man. Are you all right? He ain't leaving DAG. DAG pays his rent. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like he exists because of DAG. Like, let's not go there. No, guess again. I like the star sign guesses. No, I don't even think I've got Taurus anywhere in my placement. It's because I'm on that ball thing today, innit? That's why you might be picking that up. The trolls are so weird. They're not people, babe. Leah, it was me. OMG, they blocked me. I heard it from someone that goes there. Oh, unblock them. Whoever blocked them, can you unblock them, please? Because that's my queen of life. Oh, you don't know how... Are you talking about Bishop Richard I? Oh, no. It's not a troll. It's not a troll. Oh, yeah. Christ first, can you unblock her? That's part of our collective chair. I was just talking to this queen yesterday. Look, she's busting up. I'm going to have to call my OG member afterwards because she's got airtight moles in there. But if Bishop Richard did leave, I'm still beefing him. Do you know what I mean? Wherever he goes, I don't care if he's left. Like, I'll be beefing Bishop Richard until the day I'm alive. I don't care. Do you know? Even if he's left, I'm still beefing him. I'm following him wherever he's going. If he's left the cult and he starts to do ministry, I'm on his tail. I don't care. Do you know how many people? Do you know what Richard did? Richard destroyed my life. Are you all right? Oh my God, I swear down here, like God knows, yes, I don't even know what I say, and I feel like I need to talk it down. I was going to say that she might not be a troll. Yeah, you know how I get though. She ain't a troll. I'm so used to blocking, girl. I don't know how to unblock her. Yeah. What's her name on there, babe? Can we? Oh yeah. What, babe? What's your name on thingy? Can someone help Christ first? Let me see. Can someone help Christ first, please? Oh, thanks for the follow, Nadine. Nadine, are you a Jamaican queen? Oh my God, we've blocked you, girl. I'm so sorry, girl. I think it disappears when you block. All right, girl. Tell me after, and I'll unblock you. Yeah. But if someone can help her. Oh, it's Vanessa. What is your name, Vanessa, on there? Bishop Dag is our daddy. He's a good Bishop Dag is our daddy. He's a good man. Daddy Dag. Daddy, I love you. Oh, hell, Bishop Dag. We've got a Dag supporter on Instagram. We've got a Dag supporter. A Dag supporter. He's a good man. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's such a good man. Get out of here. I love Dag. That's why I don't know why they come on here and do the most. I love Dag too. That's why I talk about him every day, babe. Our savior of the world, light of the world, our savior of the world. Dag HEWARD Mills, all hell Dag HEWARD Mills, may he live forevermore. Do you know, that's my daddy. Call me Mrs. HEWARD Mills. Call me Leah HEWARD Mills. That's my daddy. Do you know what I mean? That's why I talk about him every day. Like, we're all here. It's all about Dag, babe. This is the Dag show. Do you know Dag? He wants to be famous. That's why I said to myself, do you know what? Let me come out. Let me speak out. Let me put this man's name on the map, innit? He's wanted fame real bad for so long. Let me come on. Let me make him famous. And I've done that. I've done that, baby. Because I don't care. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm not doing this for the fame. I'm not. That's why you'll see me. Whether my views are 200, I get 200 views. Whether it goes viral and goes over 100,000, whatever it is, baby. I'm just, even if it's just that, because it just takes that one right person to see the content. It's not for everybody. It might just take that praise and worship leader. Do you know what I mean? That's ended up sleeping with the drummer, and now she's starting to see how the cult really get down. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it just takes the right place, right time. And when people come out now, they're coming straight to my content. That's where they're going. They know where to go. It's my content. It's right here. They're contacting me when they come out, baby. Like, we got a whole operation going in. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not about that, because they think, because I've naturally got that persona where it's like, I don't know, I've just got that kind of like TV gold personality. They think it's like for the fame and this, but this is how I am 24 hours a day. Do you understand? That's why God chose me, because he wants people to listen. He wants the message to get out there. Like when I talk, people listen, innit? That's what God wants. That's why he chose me. That's why you lot didn't get chosen, because your heart is not pure. It's all about fame. And do you know what? I don't know how I missed it. They're more worldly and wanting fame and wanting to be seen and wanting to be picked and more than the world, more than the music industry, because I had my 5 minutes of fame. All right, let's get back to this. So cognitive dissonance numbs feelings. So the reason why they don't show empathy and love and compassion is because they become numb, because they're in a cognitive dissonant state majority of the time. So members often witness harm being done in the name of God, but are told it's good. So that's why Courtney Clark could come on here and say that she needed evidence and proof, and that she didn't believe the victims, the 10 plus victims that came out to say that Steps was doing up, you know what. To cope, they disconnect from their emotional reactions, which can spill over into all relationships. So they disconnect from that. There's that disconnect. There's that personality splitting. Identity is fused with the group. So when your worth and safety depend entirely on a group's approval, showing vulnerability becomes too risky, because they want to please. They're people pleasers. They have to make sure, even if they've got certain emotions, that gets repressed, that gets put to the back burner, because they've got to serve the Lord. So if their parent has just unalived, or they've got a family member, their child sick or whatever, they still got to come wearing a smile, because they believe in God. Everything is well. The Lord is going to turn it around. We are believing in a miracle. We are praying and hoping for the miracle to happen. The Lord is good. The Lord is here. The Lord, it's all of that. So it becomes repressed, and that's why people just fall apart. Like when they come out of a cult, it's like a woman that's been great to essayed and they haven't dealt with the trauma, and then it's like one day, I don't know, something happens, and then it's like now they've got all of these emotions, this rush of emotions, and now they're going into psychosis. Do you know what I mean? They're losing their mind, they're getting that personality split, and we can liken it to when you come out of a cult, like post-cult exit. It's that same emotions that you go through. Okay, emotional expression might be suppressed to avoid judgment or expulsion. So again, you have to make decisions. Do you get what I'm saying? You're in current fight or flight mode. You don't have time to process. You don't have time to process. You don't even have the time to process your emotions. Wait, so has Bishop Richard actually left the church? I don't know. But to be honest, like Vanessa is 30, but I don't know. I couldn't even start to conceptualize Bishop Richard leaving the church. And I know if I was to call this OG member right now, like, she'd be like, no. Bishop Richard has not left the church. But do you know what? God can do anything. So you never know. It might not be that he's left the church. It might be that Bishop Dag has sent him to start like his own church, like his entirely new ministry. Because remember what Dag used to say, that things are always changing. Things are always, you can't keep up with us. God is like a move. Things are always changing. Listen to me and listen to me well. If you're watching me and you're still in these environments, you need to get out, because they're becoming more hyper religious. They're becoming more, there's more of a paranoia in there. The pressure's becoming more, like these people are absolutely like they're gone, they've lost it. All right. And so that's why I'm saying that these environments are not safe. If you're in there, especially if you've seen some of the traits, the characteristics, and this goes for any church cult. I'm not just talking about First Love. If you've seen these characteristics and traits in these church cult settings, then run, pack your bags and leave. Guys, is there any questions? Because I think I'm going to head off. I just wanted to come on because, you know, I come on every day, but I'm like this. I feel like this in my head at the moment. It's like this. It's like a cloud, like it's, do you understand what I'm saying? It's like all over the place. Like, babe, like, do you know what? Yeah, I don't want to get it lock off. So look at what this troll said. Bishop Dag is our big dad and father. Why you disrespect our daddy? Have a call in Iceland. Oh, okay, is that going to help me? All right, babe, I'll try that. Nothing is impossible, especially when it comes to them Afro uncles and their greed for money. Ooh, okay, you're right, because that's what the OG said, that it's all about money to Richard IE, that he's only in it for the money, so he could have left for the money. You're right. You're absolutely right. Guys, there's a lot going on, man. Get prepared. Get prepared, chair. Get prepared to see the collapse of DAG HEWARD MILLS and First Love. I mean, look at it. He's begging. He's desperate. He's a man in desperation. He's a man scurrying to try and retain what he's got left. Everybody can see what a waste Dag is. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, everybody's laughing at him because everybody's laughing with me. They love the content. I've got hundreds of thousands of people viewing my content, laughing at Dag every day. For me, this is so exhilarating. It's better than getting my back blown out. That's why I've been able to be celibate for 2 years, because the thrill and the adrenaline rush that I get from treating Dag like an absolute piece of human carcass is what I live for. TikTok, I'm gonna go because I can feel myself getting a bit aggy, and I'm on Instagram because I've got a troll on there. But Dag can suck out. I don't put no respect. I'll be back later. I don't put no respect on Dag's name. Dag's an idiot. Dag's a fool outside in these streets. He means nothing. He's like a piece of shit on the bottom of my shoe. Dag can suck out. He can suck his mother. He can suck his unalived mother. He can suck his unalived father. I'm not here. Do you understand what I'm saying? His daughter's a whore. Do you understand what I'm saying? Bye, YouTube. His daughter's a whore. Then whichever one it is that got married.